Hey guys, Wes Elmendorf here. I just wanted to explain a little something to you guys. I'll be 50 in about 3 weeks, July 1st. And, we can call it what we want to call it, but I gotta say, things have been a little difficult lately, work-wise, job-wise, earning a living. Um, I have a small electrical company that specializes in doing a lot of car dealership lighting, repairs, and maintenance, and have been doing it for about 20 to 25 years, and been doing electrical work for probably a little over that, maybe 26, 27 years, and been doing contracting work since I'm 19 years old. Um, so things are a little bit strange lately. I just kind of feel, I don't want to say lost, but like I just don't know what I want to do or what excites me anymore. So I want to do something different, but not go on some kind of permanent vacation or the world owes me something or not work and create some, you know, YouTube channel and get paid to do what you like kind of thing. I mean, yeah, work is supposed to be work. But for some reason, I'm just not enjoying whatever's going on in my life. A lot of it's self-made, self-created. So, I just feel like there's something that I could do. Now, there are some hobbies that I have that I like. I do like powerboating. I recently, about a year and a half ago, bought a powerboat. My fourth powerboat. It's a speedboat. But it takes a lot of money and a lot of work and effort to maintain them, prepare them, get them ready for running, that they're going to last okay. You know, they break down a lot because they're high performance. So I enjoy that, but I haven't been able to do that in 6 years. My last time out on a boat was in 2012. Maybe the back half of 2011, I believe, actually. It was the Jammin' on the James poker run with my 35-foot fountain. So I now have a 98 fountain with big power in it. When I call big power, it's not average 502 or 5 1/4 motors horsepower. They're 540 cubic inch engines that range between 750 and 800 horsepower at, normal operating range, cruising speed all the way through 5,700 RPMs per motor. And I'm itching to get it on the water. It's been in the shop. The motors have been getting rebuilt. And a lot of this costs a lot of money. So I know that soon enough it'll be ready. It's been in and out of the shop for about 3 months at a trustworthy shop over in Arnold. But they have a lot of work over there. A lot of important clientele and people who need their boats every weekend and Memorial Day weekend, this, that, and the other, Bahama Bimini runs and this kind of thing. So my boat hasn't been able to get finished, but it's supposed to get finished soon. So, I'm not sure if it's something I want to do where I'm starting a channel about powerboating. There are so many different avenues or YouTube things and people's episodes and logs. I watch some YouTube videos, and I do get attracted to the inspiration when people just decide, you know something? I'm done doing what I'm doing. I want to do something different that I enjoy and I like. But how can I make a living at it? Am I going to make a living at YouTube? And I've seen some of these shows, YouTube shows. And there's something else. I mean, they're captive. They got you watching them. And you watch them, and it's like a train wreck, a lot of it. And some of it's interesting, and I'm not going to go into exactly which videos they are, but they have 1 million, 2 million subscribers. Okay, some of these like car enthusiast channels, there's probably a dozen to maybe 20 of them. They have 500,000, 700,000, maybe 1.1 million subscribers, views. And then they get paid on ads. Look, I don't know how much they make, but apparently it's pretty good. So, I'm not saying, we're going to jump on the whole bandwagon and get on the YouTube festival and set up a GoFundMe account and I don't want to work anymore or whatever. No, I do want to work. Going out, knocking on doors, doing what I do. Can I do some more light bulbs for your dealership? I love doing lights. And it's a good living when you're steady. But sometimes it drops off. It's been kind of not so steady the past month and a half. And it hurts sometimes because you're like, nobody needs my services. Blah, 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 whatever. And this competition and this. And you put bids in. Almost a $250,000 job. Gross numbers, including the materials and everything. You'd be working for 2 or 3 months straight. You have a nice little sack of whatever to rely on to keep you going. And then you don't hear anything. Or you do hear somebody and they go with a different vendor. Not that you're qualified or not qualified. Just kind of like knocks your you-know-what in the dirt. So, I'm just at that point. And this is kind of a rant. I'm just expressing myself. But I'm thinking, what I would like to do? To share my life, not just with people on YouTube. So you get, 50,000 subscribers, and you're all like, man, and you get the comments and everybody, because I do, and sometimes I comment on videos. Next thing you know, you're like, man, everybody hates me, or there's so many haters, and all this with the haters, and if you let it all wear you down, you'll be right where you at, just like this, not doing nothing, going, hey, man, nobody needs my services. And unfortunately, this is the problem. And I'm not trying to just analyze it for myself. I've never had a regular job where I just go to work for somebody. I did apply back in 2012 to almost 25 companies. I was out of work for 9 months. And I got one interview. Now, based on my qualifications, I have a high school education. I took the master's prep exam back in 2011, 2012. Did okay on it, but I didn't never take the master electrical exam. But I have it held for my company and licensing and all of that. So without getting off the rails, what I'm saying is I don't know what to do with myself. To go get a job with somebody, my overhead or expenses and whatever's going on, you have a mortgage, you got, everything that goes with it. Truck, fuel, insurance, licensing, all of these things. You add it up per month and you have a heck of an expense. So how do you just clean it all up, take a broom, put it all in a dustpan, put it in a trash can and go, I'm starting over. What are you going to do? I'm going to make $17 an hour, or I'm going to make $12 an hour. What do? You're 50 years old. This is it? That's what you're going to do? So no, what do you want to do, Wes? Answer is, I'm not sure, but I think it has to do something with going on excursions. And I do like speedboats. Now, it might be something that wears off in a couple months, and then you can only talk about speedboats so much unless there's a market. There's a young guy, I won't mention his name, But I just was talking with his dad about 3 weeks ago. And he says, my son's got an Instagram account. He's got 75,000 subscribers all over the world with this certain, I don't need to mention the name, but boat-orientated content. So I text the young man, and I said to him, why don't you start a YouTube channel in that genre of your Instagram thing? But instead of the Instagram, which I don't know how all that works, or the Snapchat or the tweeting, maybe because I'm an old guy and I just don't want to know how it works. YouTube, I don't know how it works, but I know how to watch the videos, and I know how I get pulled in to watching it and the content on things that I like. And there's an old saying, you've heard it for years, that there's no such thing as bad press or whatever. It's all press. So if it's just about money, or is it just about money, or is it about being content? Because I don't think it's about just being happy. I think it's about being content, having some serenity and some peace. And that doesn't mean just laying around not doing anything, which oftentimes I find myself doing. Is it more about being comfortable financially, having some security, knowing and enjoying doing what you're doing? So, I'm not sure if it's something I would like to do. I've been inspired by some YouTube channels. And there's something that I also think, and again, I don't want to get sidetracked when I speak of this. I know sometimes I get a little bit all over the place, but I'll tell you something. You almost wonder, there's this quality or essence or characteristic of a lot of people who have YouTube channels who are hungry for the notoriety or the look at me or the selfishness. And some of that may be true, but I think a lot of it is they just like doing it. They just enjoy doing it. So how will I know if I don't try it? Share some lifestyle issues or things or content, but also kind of stay on some vein of powerboating. Not just speedboating and running across the water, but different areas. And I don't know where it would take us. But would you go on this journey with me? That's my question. And see how a man, me, at almost 50 years old, could embark on a whole new journey in his life and express to you somehow the joy that this world would bring. Our Creator, who created all this world and created me, to be more content, have peace and serenity, no matter where I'm at and what I'm doing, whether I have a job or don't have a job, whether I have finances or don't have finances. Those are just worldly things that sometimes get in the way of me being happy or content. So, how will I know if I don't try? So come along with me on this journey, which I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but are you interested in coming with me? I'm Wes Elmendorf. Welcome to this journey, Powerboating with a Maniac. God bless.